Self-care and COVID-19. Oh, okay. I did no self-care today. I didn't even do any care today.
You feel pretty.
Every single day we wake up, there's more bad news. There's more intensity. There's shelter in place. I mean, couldn't we have come up with a less, the sky is falling, the earthquakes are happening, the big one is underway kind of language about this? I mean, Raquel, this is killing me. It's killing everybody. Oh, scream, deep breath, something.
I know.
So, let's take a minute. Shaking it out. Shaking it out. Okay, or wine. Or wine.
I know.
So, I mean, I think that the thing that's tough about this crisis is coping mechanism versus true self-care.
Exactly.
So from a naturopathic perspective, I mean, look, I've done nothing I'm like, I barely even took a shower today because I'm just like, I got crisis moment. I got to deal with all kinds of business things that are being responsive to the economic crisis, not just the health crisis and my family's crisis, having to shelter in place.
Yeah.
So what, from your perspective, is that difference between a healthy coping mechanism, which it still might be a healthy coping mechanism, versus true self-care? How do you view it?
Absolutely. So to me, one of the biggest things that I like to call the 3 R's is going to be making sure during this time that you're resting, you're reflecting, and releasing. So I think what you're doing today is perfect. You did not try to overextend yourself, because that difference between coping and actually responding to what's happening is coping would be playing video games nonstop, or nonstop, or doing something that is taking you away from the moment, where resting, like you're doing today, is saying, I don't have a choice right now.
Right.
So instead of freaking out, instead of doing something that is going to take me away, let me do something to center myself and bring me right here.
Okay, like reading a great novel. I'm not on vacation. I've got a lot to handle from a business and from a family management perspective, but I feel really lucky that I ran to the library right before things got really bad. And I got myself 2 novels. I got my son a dozen new novels. So we have stocked up on books. So reading books, something that has nothing to do with coronavirus, has nothing to do with the economy crashing, would be considered self-care.
Yeah, and I've actually had some patients email me, because we're kind of out of the office here and there unless we need to. And I've had patients ask me the same thing, like, well, I can't escape because I need to know, but then I also want to do things for myself. So like you said, having a good novel is a really good way to sort of interrupt the process, because you wake up in the morning. I definitely say do not touch your phone. Wake up in the morning.
Don't touch your phone.
Wake up in the morning and take 5 minutes to do whatever you want. If that's make a cup of coffee, or, go just stare at your baby in awe, or anything you want to do. It's just take 5 minutes, don't touch your phone. Then get your phone, see if anything that's happening is immediately affecting your environment. If it's not, that's enough news.
Yeah, it's enough. I agree. Okay, that's a really important point. Limit your exposure to news.
Yes.
You're in your house. You are stuck in your house.
Mm-hmm.
Really, what's going on outside of the house isn't really going to be an immediate impact to you right this very moment. I mean, in extreme situations it might be, but for the vast majority of us, we can't do anything about the fact that the best thing for public, the best thing for us is to stay put.
Yep.
Stay put.
Because we don't know if we're vectors. We don't know if we've been exposed and we're asymptomatic. That's a big thing that people are seeing. I was literally just talking to my friend about that yesterday. You don't know if you're healthy, asymptomatic, just living your best life. You've been exposed, and you're just passing it around. Touching somebody's face, and it's just spreading.
Right. So, I just did this. But I washed my hands before I even did the show, and I'm in my house.
I know. Every time I do it, I'm like,
exactly. I was in the market, one of the last days before it was really, you're going to look like a jackass if you're still in the market at this point. Okay. I was in the market one of those, and I had a sneeze coming on, a super normal, we always sneeze kind of thing. And I was like, Alice, whatever it takes, do not sneeze in public. They're going to freak out. They're going to think you have COVID-19. Like, I was literally trying to talk myself into do not sneeze.
Yes. Yes.
It was a moment in my life that I have never had to encounter before, Raquel, where I was just looking around me like, oh my gosh, there's elderly people here. There's young people here. I am going to be like the leprosy person if I sneeze right now amidst 300 people trying to check out at the market.
Yeah. I was at Target the other day, same thing. And I actually did like sneeze and the whole line just turned around and I was like, okay,
you did that.
Relax, I can sneeze, okay?
Oh boy. Okay. We know meditation is so incredibly healthy. I mean, physically, mentally, emotionally, we have no shortage of studies that identify how healthy meditation is.
Yep.
So there are some great resources. One of them that my team at the company uses is Journey Live, because there are segmented times during the day where you can hop on, it's a live class. So you're connected to the whole world.
Wow.
And it's awesome. I love that. So people pipe in from Costa Rica, from Europe, from the US, from different places, Canada, whatever. And it's so nice because you have community around a 10-minute meditation. You have a teacher, and probably at this point, everybody's teaching from home, but you do have a teacher, and I love it, love it, love it. Okay. They've got amazing teachers. It's called Journey Live. It's an app that you download. There's another one, and I'm going to look at my phone because I always get the message wrong.
Okay.
I always get it. Okay. It's Unplug, which I don't know why I always think of it. I don't know why I always get that name. Okay. It's Unplug. Unplug is great because they have canned video meditations based on topic. So if I have trouble sleeping, if I have an anxious moment, which everybody's got anxious moments right now, you can actually pick kind of topically what meditation video that you want to utilize and then just press play.
I love that.
And I've used that when I travel all over the world. I use it at night. I use it at 3 a.m. when I can't sleep. You know, I use it now in the middle of the day. So Unplug, I love them so much. I truly do. Wow. I think that everybody's squirrel brain is probably on overdrive right now, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. You can see it. You can get on social media and literally see it. And one of the biggest things, like I said earlier, is you have to limit that time on the news sites. Even if you have friends that are like freaking out, constantly posting about it, you have to like get away from that because it's going to exacerbate how you feel. And your mind is powerful. If you think you're sick, or you think somebody around you is sick, you're going to immediately start to feel sick. You're going to be like,
I know.
You know, so you have to limit it.
Throat, or I'm tired. Of course we're tired. We're stressed.
Yeah. I
mean, we're so incredibly stressed. Okay. Self-care again, though, sweat. You and I talk about this on every episode pretty much. Sweat.
Yes.
Because lower your cortisol when you sweat, right?
Yep.
Up the endorphins. 20 minutes. That's it.
20 minutes. You could literally, I had to buy, which I can show you my fake home gym I bought, but I just got a simple little mat, some little weights, and a little exercise ball for my home, just in case we really do get locked down. But literally 2 or 3 times a week, 20 minutes. Don't let yourself get stuck inside, because if you just, the simple act of exercise pushes out that CO2, pushes out those toxins, and just helps your mind to get to that state of just stillness and being in the moment.
Exactly. I think that's the greatest part about it, is that you don't have to overcome the negative or the fear or the whatever. It's all biochemical.
Yeah.
You just let yourself sweat for 20 minutes and nothing, you don't have to tell yourself anything different. It is a biochemical response.
Yeah.
You physiologically reduce your cortisol, physiologically increase your endorphins.
Absolutely.
In just 20 minutes. And I think that is so incredibly critical right now, because we have ample science to prove that doing that will boost your immunity, lower your stress. And those are the 2 things that everybody needs to be doing right now.
Right now. Exactly.
Right now.
Exactly. Absolutely.
What about baths and lighting candles and having the glass of wine. I mean, are we getting into coping strategies here? Or are those self-care? I mean, from your physician perspective, what are they?
Absolutely self-care, for sure. That's definitely going to be under my rest tab, mostly because all of us beg for one thing, and it's, I never have time, I never have time, I never have time to rest, I never have time. Right. Now you have so much time.
Most people have bought 2 hours of their life back from commuting or running their kids to sporting events or this or that or the other thing. Now, a lot of those people are still really struggling with, I've never had this many people in my space before for so long. Right. So we've long since had to abandon our own personal space. Mm-hmm. And so how do we deal with that sort of energy shift and kids melting down and on screens too much and all of that? I mean, how do we protect those kind of good boundaries through self-care? How do we do that?
I love what you said about the wine. So to me, one of the best things you can do is, after you get all the babies to sleep at night, take a little bit of time for yourself and have a bath at night. Pour some good Epsom salt or essential oils in your bath and have a glass of wine. If wine isn't your thing, have some chamomile tea. But really allow yourself to be in the moment. No phones.
No phones, right?
Music and just you, your wine, and enjoy yourself. This is the break.
Okay,
pray for it.
I love that. And also they will go to sleep.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, hang in there, because at some point they will go to sleep. And at some point this virus will leave this phase.
Yeah.
China is already seeing the great examples. Hi, Amit. We have a comment. Hi, Amit. It's so good to see you, my friend. You guys are doing okay in the Middle East. Yeah. A friend of ours said MedAnswers. So, yes, definitely. Our kids are going to go to sleep. And we have seen in China, they successfully contained it with social distancing. They are on the upswing. Mm-hmm. So we know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And I think that we have to also visualize and be really conscientious that this is not forever.
Yeah.
This is not forever. So positive affirmations. Mm-hmm. I think that they get a bad rap. I think they get a bad rap. I think positive affirmations are really important.
Yes.
What we think, what we speak is transferred to our children. It's transferred to our partners, our roommates, our colleagues. So emotion. So in sales, for 25 years, I've been in sales, Raquel. And in sales, we always say, we transfer emotion in every conversation.
Oh, yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
So if you need a moment, go take a moment. Mm-hmm. Right? Because it's close quarters in unforeseen circumstances where people are on top of each other. They can't kick the kids down the street necessarily.
Exactly.
All of that. So I feel like this is an opportunity to practice everything that we've been learning forever of positive mental attitude, positive speech. I got this. I've been saying that to my team all the time. It's like, we got this.
Yeah.
We will be okay. Mm-hmm. IVF clinics are closing. It's going to be temporary. I know. Nothing is forever. And we will weather this storm, and we will do it as a team. And I mean, as a team with you guys too, Raquel. We are a team with all of the clinics that are in our network, with all of our partners, with all of our wonderful doctors who answer questions on our app. We are a team, and we will get through this.
Absolutely. That's such a blessing.
As my 6-year-old runs down the hallway. Fortunately, he gets his exercise. Do you want to be on Facebook Live today? Maybe. You can come. You can come. You can come. So he runs up and down the hallway all the time. So he's still getting good exercise.
Oh, nice.
And we have a trampoline in the backyard. So if anybody needs to borrow the trampoline, they can come 10 at a time in the backyard, because we're not allowed to congregate for more than 10 at a time. I know, I see it. Okay, cool. That's not loud. So I think that the thing is, right now, band together as community. I've been offering people virtual wine dates. I mean, truly, because I think that the connectedness, Raquel, we're going to do it, okay?
Yes.
So video-based virtual wine dates, I think that we have to have that face-to-face community right now. as much as possible. Pick up the phone, hear people's voice, call them. And also go visit your neighbor. Stay 6 feet apart, but go visit your neighbor. Have a conversation on the front porch.
Yeah.
That exchange of positive energy is going to make a giant difference in coping with this.
Yeah.
It will.
Yeah.
It will.
Yeah.
But we've got you. We're here on the app. Dr. Raquel and 300 of her friends and colleagues are available to answer questions, and we are right there with you. We're doing all the same self-care, in some cases coping mechanisms, but mostly we want to practice self-care, right? Is there any imparting wisdom that you want to wrap up with today, Raquel?
Just to piggyback off the positive affirmations, just remind yourself every single day that you are not in scarcity, you are thriving.
Yes, that's right.
Continue to repeat that to yourself, that you are thriving in this season. Nothing is going to run out. We are going to be okay.
I love that.
Hoping the best for all of you.
I love that nothing is going to run out. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's such a good one. Nothing is going to run out. We have enough. There is enough across the world.
Yep.
We have enough. Thank you all so incredibly much for joining us week after week. We've got you. We're available on Fertility Answers app. We know this is a somber time period in the history of the world, but we love the love that our community is giving and receiving to each other during this difficult time. We have over 300 fertility experts. Even if they're not in the clinic, they can do telehealth consults with you. Raquel is available. Her colleague, Dr. Naj, is available. And well over 200 clinics in the country are available for you through the Fertility Answers app. iOS and Android, this is your Fertility Tip Tuesday. It's all about self-care. We love you. We'll see you next week. We're here for you.
Bye.